Yes, it's true. Yet another Lakeland Rustlers team has won a league championship. This time it's the newest team, the women's hockey team. Now they won the Alberta Junior Female Hockey League championship over the weekend. They beat Lethbridge 3-1. Joining me to talk a little bit more about this is our sports reporter, Evan Kenny. Evan, thanks for being here, and we'll just start with pretty broadly what a season it was for these Lakeland women's hockey team.
Yeah, Jay, seriously, what a season to really say the least. From the start of the year all the way, obviously, until the finish, the Rustlers really were not a team that you wanted to mess with. During the regular season, the team was able to go 19-4-1. And Jace, get this, they scored almost 4.5 goals per game. So an absolute offensive powerhouse in the Alberta Junior Female Hockey League. Now, in the playoffs, they just continued that success on. They only lost one game in the playoffs. That was game one of the championship series. Like you said, they were able to win against Lethbridge 3-1 in that series. So just an absolute fantastic way to kick off, Lakeland College women's hockey.
Now, as we mentioned, this is a new Wrestlers team. This was their first season, and safe to say they smashed all expectations.
Yeah, Jace, very, very, very safe to say that indeed. To start the year, the expectations for this team were really to develop the players and get a hang of, being a team, and then as well get some off-ice systems in place. And, see if Lloydminster as a community and Lakeland College could support a women's hockey team. Obviously the team recruited some quality players on and off the ice, and they wanted to do well. But I don't think anybody really could have expected them to be a league championship team. And as well, just touching on the point to see if Lloydminster and Lakeland could support this team. Jace, I was at one of those championship series games, and it was an absolute packed crowd. So it's definitely safe to say Lloydminster can support this team, and their play on the ice, talks for itself.
Now, I think another underlying story when it comes to this team is their push to become a part of the ACAC now with, as you mentioned, the packed house, all those crowds, and then on top of it, their on-ice success. It seems as though the ACAC will definitely be in their future.
Yeah, Jason, it's not for sure to say, and there's a lot of speculation still, but, this past season, the Rustlers obviously played in the AJFHL, and like I just said, this was to sort of prove multiple different points, prove the point that the community could support the team, prove the point that this team could play and produce on the ice. Lakeland did both of these things, and they did both of these things very, very well as well. Just talking about their play on the ice, Lakeland College was able to have 2 exhibition games against ACAC competition in the Olds Broncos, Olds College. Now, the Rustlers were able to split those 2 games as well, just showing that, they were able to keep up with that pace of play in the ACAC. They lost 4-3 in one game, and then were able to shut out the Broncos, winning 1-0 in the other game. So, there's plenty behind the scenes, obviously, Jace, that need to be taken into account from the ACAC, in discussions with Lakeland College. But from an on-ice perspective, and solely from an on-ice perspective, I truly believe the Rustlers can play at the collegiate level.
Well, it's such a great story overall, and we just want to say congratulations again to the Lakeland Rustlers female hockey team for winning that championship and making this whole region proud. Evan, thanks for taking some time today.
My pleasure, Jace.